So our first core value, the most important, is our professional, is being professional. What that means, it's the approach we take to every client. It's the grandma strategy, meaning every client is treated like your sweet old grandma. That means every one of our clients is treated with yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, as well as the way we look. We're in a uniform. We all are matching. We're all well groomed. We show up when we say we're going to be there. We are doing exactly what we say we're going to do. We're also are professional because we have the proper education to inform the clients of what's happening with the jobs. And overall, being professional is somebody that somebody looks at that they know they can like and trust. Someone that is professional is somebody that does the job correctly, someone that is educated on the job, and someone that's looking out for the client's best interest. So being professional is core value number one. The next core value is communication. Communication is our second core value because just like being professional, we have to be able to communicate with our clients correctly. Meaning, back to that same grandma strategy approach, we want to be proactive with everything we do with our communication. On the front end, we are always following up with our clients, answering all of their questions, making sure we're getting the exact things they want done, figuring out those pain points, listening to our clients, and then being able to put those into notes. So when our team, you are actually out there on site, you know exactly how the conversation went when we spoke with them on the phone. You know what their expectations are. You know what the challenges could be with the job. That way, when you get there, you can explain these things again to our clients because we always are proactive when it comes to our communication, letting them know when we're going to be there, how we're going to do things, why these things are happening, how we educate them, speaking to them with yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Providing top level of communication is critical. It's it's the second most important core value we have because a lot of companies do not emphasize the communication or don't understand the value of what great communication means when you're interacting with clients. Because at the end of the day, the clients are paying us to provide a service. We want to be able to answer all of their questions, hopefully before they have those questions, because we are so proactive with our communication. For example, when will we be there? We follow up with them a week before. We follow up with them a day before. We also are going to text them when we're on the way there. That way, if they aren't home or they are home, they know when we're about to arrive there. When we knock on the door, we're ready to greet them, walk the property with them, educate them on our services, provide the scope of work, what's being done. That way we're managing those expectations through proper communication channels. That way when we're finished, everybody's extremely happy. And then once that's done, we then go to the third stage of our communication where we're doing our follow-up with the clients, asking them for the reviews, asking those people for referrals, building our business based off of our communication, because it would be really easy for them to refer us if we provided all the questions that they had, provided a top-notch quality service because we are professional, and they know that we can be depended on. A lot of contractors cannot be dependable because they lack this core value of communication. This is the second core value of My Guy Services, and that is communication. Lastly, our last core value is efficient. What does that mean? My Guy Services provides its employees with the right tools and the right training to be able to tackle any size job. So in a nutshell, what that means, we are constantly investing in new industry-leading equipment. That's from our window washing machines that we can clean 5 stories high, all from the ground, increasing our pressure washing machines to be able to spray out more gallons per minute, allowing us to spray higher from the ground and wash quicker, because the more gallons per minute, the faster we can clean, the more efficient we can be. Also, what we're always doing is doing continuing education. We're always learning. We're always getting new knowledge from people in our industry, from teaching our guys new things like that. That way we can constantly be learning. to be able to be more efficient, as well as the technologies we have implemented. So our Jobber app, the technologies within that is efficient because it's an application that has your full schedule on there. It is also allows you to see the scope of work of what's being done. You're even allowed to go in and get the address. You can hit a button and it takes you right to that home. There's a button in there that you can push that lets the client know how far away you are from the home. There is also functions in there that at each job, you take photos of the job before, after, any damages. We're noting all those things in this app. And then with those photos, we're also efficient because when we're taking them, we're getting the full area of the home. So say we're only doing the house wash now, but that backside of the home, they have a nice deck. Our photos that we're going to include it on that customer's profile, that's a part of our before and after photos, is also going to include that deck. So if this client calls me, which they do, they call us 6 months, 12 months, 18 months down the road, and they're needing other services done, we're able to efficiently go back into their profile, see these things, and not have to make a trip out there to go look at the project. We already have that information. We utilize this same technology stuff for our estimates. Most of our estimates are able to be completed over the phone using Google Satellite because we understand time is money and we want to be as efficient as possible, which allows us to be able to give our clients better value, provide them the same education, but at the same time, we increase our capacity on how much we can actually close per day, since we're not constantly having windshield time, meaning going estimate to estimate in the trucks. Everything we do, we are strategically trying to be as efficient as possible. That's also why we have 2 men on a truck. One's a lead, one's a assistant to the lead, meaning one person's talking with the client, taking the photos, while the other person's out there getting the hosing ready, getting the water connected, getting the tools ready, getting ladders set up, you name it. All those things. That way, as a team, we are being as efficient as possible. And then lastly, why efficiency is so important? Because we do a lot of commercial work, specifically in multifamily apartment communities, HOA communities, large projects, where when we come in there, we have all of our hosing curbside, so it's easily accessible. When we pull up, we go in there, we have everybody there, so therefore we can get in and out. We call it storming the beaches, because storming the beaches means we are efficient, therefore we can be price effective, and we provide that superior service with our communication and our professionalism, that the service we are going to provide is top notch, providing that guarantee that it is my guy approved. So efficiency is our last core value. It's very, very important for us to be as efficient as possible to allow us to be able to do more jobs in less amount of time, making everybody more money.